Chosen one. What's best for you is coming true. Your time. There's a divine alignment unfolding in the background of your life, and this moment is not random. It's purposeful. It's written. What's best for you is not being withheld. It's being carefully, perfectly released in divine timing. You've been wondering if all your trials were for nothing. You've been holding on to faith while everything around you looked like it was falling apart. But what you didn't realize is that the breaking down was the beginning of the building up. The delay was not denial, it was divine preparation. And now, the atmosphere around your life is shifting to bring forward the goodness that was always meant for you. You've entered the chapter where the universe is saying yes. This is not the moment to shrink back, to hesitate, or to question whether you are worthy. You are. You always were. What's best for you, your peace, your purpose, your abundance, is stepping forward, drawn to your energy. But to activate this moment fully, stay with us until the end of this video, because something powerful is going to be released. And write your warmest wishes and 777 in the comments to energize this moment of manifestation. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Right now, you may not feel like things are working in your favor, but what's best for you doesn't always feel like comfort in the beginning. It feels like transformation. And transformation, dear chosen one, is rarely silent or painless. But it is always holy. The decisions you made that seemed small, the times you said no to what wasn't meant for you, the tears you cried in silence, the prayers you whispered in hope, all of it was not only seen, it was counted. And now the season you've stepped into is the response. This is the reply from the heavens to the frequency of your faith. There were moments when you didn't even know what to hope for anymore. You didn't have the words, but you had the will. That was enough. You kept going. You stayed true to your heart. You held your integrity when others didn't. You loved deeply when you could have gone numb. And now, what's best for you is coming, not because of luck, but because you aligned yourself with truth. You aligned yourself with grace. You aligned yourself with growth. You did the inner work, and now the outer results are echoing in. There's no more begging for the things that were already promised. There's no more chasing people, spaces, or outcomes that drain you. This chapter of your life is not about proving your worth. It's about accepting your reward. Let that sink in. What's best for you will not come by force. It will come by flow. You don't need to control what's already in divine motion. You just need to stay grounded, expectant, and ready. Something you thought you lost forever is returning in a new form, stronger, purer, better aligned with who you are now. The version of yourself that you had to bury in the darkness is now rising with the light. You no longer have to fight for your blessings. You are about to receive them, openly, freely, powerfully. Because it's your time. There's an energy now moving through your path that is clearing away what once blocked you. It is removing the obstacles you couldn't defeat alone. This energy is divine. It's sacred. It's sent by a force higher than the systems that tried to delay you. Don't be surprised when doors start opening faster than you can knock. Don't be shocked when the favor you once prayed for shows up without warning. You'll know it's real because it won't come with confusion. It will come with confirmation. You're not being asked to beg. You're being invited to believe. You're being shown that your life is not just surviving. It's becoming a testimony of divine timing, divine recovery, and divine restoration. All the versions of you that were once rejected, abandoned, misunderstood. They are being honored in this moment. All the love you gave that wasn't returned, it's being doubled and sent back to you. All the energy you poured into empty cups, it's now being poured back into you by overflowing vessels. The shift is not near. It is here. You may feel it in the small signs, the sudden peace, the unexpected opportunities, the people returning with apologies, the answers showing up just when you stopped worrying. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. What's best for you is not just a possibility anymore. It is your present. It is unfolding now in real time. The pain that once consumed you has created the space for a deeper joy. The loneliness you endured is creating the capacity for sacred connection. The uncertainty you carried is being replaced by clarity. Not everything will make sense right away, but it will feel right. You'll feel the ease, you'll feel the alignment, you'll feel the shift, and you'll know that what's coming next is no longer a threat to your peace, but a partner to your purpose. Your identity is no longer tied to survival. It's now rooted in sovereignty. You are not here to beg for crumbs. You are here to sit at the table that was always yours. The world may have underestimated you, but the universe always knew your name. It knew your heart. And now that you've passed the tests of endurance, of patience, of trust, it's time for your elevation. You were not forgotten. You were hidden, for a reason, for a season. But the time of hiding is over. The time of proving is over. This is the time of receiving. What's best for you is not just coming. It has already been approved, signed, sealed, and is now being delivered. Prepare your space. Prepare your heart. Prepare your mind to receive in fullness, because the half blessings are over. The full promise is arriving. Let go of any belief that says you have to earn this again. You already did. You already paid the price through your resilience, your forgiveness, your integrity, and your silent strength. Now the universe is repaying you, not because you manipulated or forced it, but because you surrendered and stayed faithful. There is nothing more powerful than a surrendered chosen one. Nothing more unstoppable than someone who walked through fire and came out shining with grace. The people who overlooked you will look again, and this time they won't be able to ignore your glow. The environments that drained you will no longer hold you, because your spirit has outgrown limitation. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. You are not being left behind. You are being launched. You are not being denied. You are being delivered. Stand tall in this moment. Own your light. Accept your timing. This isn't just any season. It's your sacred season. What's best for you is no longer far away. It's close. It's real. It's arriving. And it's yours. You didn't come this far to be met with less. You didn't endure all that internal warfare, confusion, and spiritual fatigue just to settle for a temporary peace. What's best for you is not only coming true, it's coming to stay. It's coming to shift your entire life into divine harmony. And it's not arriving in pieces. It's arriving as a complete, aligned experience, touching every area that once felt barren or broken. Look around. Do you feel it? The tension in the air is not fear, it's transition. That tight feeling in your chest is not anxiety, it's expansion. Your body knows what your mind is still catching up to. Something is changing, something is opening, and it's something good. That's why it's been hard to rest. That's why the old ways feel more irritating than comforting. It's because you've outgrown the old frequency. The space around you is vibrating at a new level, and that level is called favor. There's a sound in the spirit connected to your name, a frequency of breakthrough. things you thought were denied are being rewritten in your favor. Promises that once seemed delayed are being accelerated. There's no need to worry about how it will come together. It's not your job to manage the outcome. It's your role to trust the preparation. What's best for you is already on its way, and it's tailored so precisely to your spirit that it will feel like you're finally breathing in your own skin. Let yourself soften into this. Let yourself believe that the healing you prayed for can actually feel this good. You don't have to wait for the pain to end before you start smiling again. Let your joy come early. Let your heart open wide again. Let yourself believe that it's not too late, you're not too behind, and nothing good has passed you. What's truly meant for you is impossible to miss. Even if you were delayed, even if others got there first, it won't matter. The best was never a race. It was always a revelation. You don't need to look over your shoulder. What's ahead of you is so much greater than what you left behind. Some connections were cut off not as punishment, but as protection. There were things you didn't know behind the scenes, energies that would have distracted or delayed your destiny. So the doors that closed, the people who distanced, the detours that confused you, they all played a part in clearing your path for what's best. Let go of bitterness and thank the divine choreography that rearranged it all in your favor. The old you would have doubted this moment. The old you would have questioned, sabotaged, or even apologized for stepping into power. But this version of you? This version has learned. You've walked through storms and emerged with spiritual clarity. You've watched illusions fade and truth rise. You've rebuilt your soul brick by brick, and now you're not looking for approval. You're walking in assurance. Let the world catch up to who you are becoming. You no longer have to explain your shift. Your energy will speak for you. The peace radiating from your presence will say everything. People will feel it before they see it. Because your glow isn't for show, it's for purpose. You've been infused with divine fire, and that fire has refined your voice, your vision, and your value. You're going to notice things you once tolerated will now feel unbearable. That's because your standard has risen. You're not just seeking ease, you're demanding alignment. That's not pride, that's power. You've spent too long pouring into misaligned vessels, dancing in wrong rooms, tolerating halfway love and unclear intentions. That era is done. What's best for you won't confuse you. What's best for you won't force you to question your worth. It will honor it. It will mirror it. The people who are meant to walk this next chapter with you will meet you where you are, not where you used to be. The opportunities you'll attract now will not require you to bend, break, or shrink. They will feel like yes, like peace, like home. This new season is not asking you to hustle harder. It's asking you to rest in truth, to know that what's coming will not feel like striving. It will feel like receiving, like relief, chosen. 1. Your spirit has survived battles that would have buried others. You've kept a light on in the darkness. That matters. That light is now being seen, acknowledged, and rewarded. You didn't go unnoticed. You were preserved. And now, every moment of pain that once made you question your path is being rewritten with purpose. Your tears watered your future, and your faith activated a new atmosphere. No more begging for what you already carry within. No more lowering your voice just to be accepted in loud places. You were always the one. You just had to walk through the fire to remember. You are not here to impress. You are here to impact. And the impact you're about to make will ripple into generations. This is not just your time. It's a divine turning point for your lineage. The healing you chose will be felt by those who come after you. What's best for you may not always be flashy or loud, but it will be real. It will be solid. It will be peace-driven and purpose-led. It will awaken something in you that you thought was lost. It will remind you of your truest self, the self you buried to survive. Now that survival is over, it's time to thrive. You don't need to explain why you're smiling more. You don't need to justify your silence or your boundaries. You're operating differently because your spirit has leveled up. And your life is beginning to reflect that shift. The people who truly see you won't resist it. They'll respect it. What's best for you won't come through control. It will come through alignment. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep choosing yourself. Keep protecting your peace like the sacred gift it is. You've earned this chapter. You've outgrown the cycles. You've ascended beyond the old pain. And now you're rising, not just spiritually, but in every area of your life. The time you've been sensing is not far off. It's not next year. It's not a distant dream. It's now. It's unfolding. Your intuition isn't lying. Your peace isn't random. Your joy isn't misplaced. These are signs. These are confirmations. Your time has come. And what's best for you is already arriving, stronger, deeper, and more beautiful than you imagined. There is a divine orchestration happening behind the scenes of your life right now, and it's bigger than your expectations. You've been asking for a breakthrough, but what's coming is a complete transformation. Not just one answered prayer, not just one opportunity. This is a total elevation. A lifting of your life from surviving to thriving. From just getting by to being divinely provided for. From wondering what's next to finally living what's next. What's best for you has been building in silence. And sometimes it had to be silent so you wouldn't try to take control too soon. Because if you saw the full picture too early, you might have tried to fit it into old patterns, old timelines, or old limits. But what's best for you isn't just a blessing. It's an upgrade. It's not going to fit into what you've known. It's going to stretch you, expand you, lift you, and completely realign your entire environment. This is the moment where you stop doubting your path just because it didn't look like everyone else's. The chosen path was never meant to be crowded. It was meant to be sacred. You were never called to blend in. You were called to stand out, rise above, and move forward with clarity that others can't access. That's why you felt alone at times. That's why so many couldn't go where you were heading. They weren't your delay. They were your release. In this part of the journey, you're going to start seeing the real reasons why certain things didn't work out. And when the truth comes, it will bring peace, not pain. You'll see why that door had to close. You'll understand why certain people didn't stay. You'll realize that what felt like loss was actually divine leverage. Because if you had settled back then, you wouldn't be able to hold what's best for you now. This season is not about holding on. It's about opening up. Not everyone can carry what's best for you. Not every space can hold the version of you that's being revealed. That's why things are shifting. That's why some connections feel unstable. Because the vibration of your life has changed. You're no longer in the frequency of fear. You've stepped into the energy of fulfillment. There's no going back to what was comfortable but small. You've seen too much. You've grown too far. You've healed too deeply. And now, the universe is reflecting that inner shift with outer results. You're about to walk into rooms that match your new identity. You're about to meet people who see your soul and not just your surface. You're about to be surrounded by energy that doesn't compete with your light, but complements it. You didn't force this shift. You flowed into it. That's why it's working. You didn't push your way through. You trusted. And that trust is being honored. Every time you chose to keep going when no one clapped. Every time you chose integrity over attention. Every time you stayed loyal to your truth, even when it was misunderstood, you planted seeds of power. And now, those seeds are blossoming. There's a powerful moment coming where everything will suddenly make sense. The tears, the silence, the tests, the loneliness, the delays, all of it will click. And your spirit will exhale in gratitude. You'll say, "Now I understand." Because when what's best for you arrives, it brings clarity. You won't need to overthink it. You'll feel the alignment. You'll know it's real. You'll realize that all the waiting wasn't wasted. It was preparation for this. And it's not just one area of your life that's shifting. It's all of them. Your finances, your relationships, your confidence, your creativity, your environment. All of it is being aligned with what's best for you. Because the divine doesn't just upgrade pieces, it elevates the entire picture. This is a time of multiplication, a time of double, not just recovery, but reward, not just healing, but wholeness, not just glimpses of joy, but a sustained peace that covers your days and leads your decisions. You're going to start hearing different, feeling different, moving different, because you are different. You've been refined by fire. You've been strengthened in the silence. You've become a vessel that can hold what's best, without leaking, without doubting, without breaking. There's a boldness awakening in you that wasn't there before, a calm certainty, a grounded grace. You don't need to shout to prove your power. You don't need to overextend to prove your worth. What's best for you is attracted to your energy now, not your effort. So don't fall back into performance. Fall deeper into presence.